So we have now Sir Philip opening a draft booster. So essentially, we have several booster types in Magic. We have collector booster packs, set booster packs. That is the one of the newest, and the old school draft boosters. So basically, as the term implies, these are for drafting. So if you are familiar with the Magic the Gathering limited format, we have some draft formats where you get to choose a card from the pile with the booster, and then you pass it to your next to you, or in a pool of 8 people, something like that. So we'll just going to explain more that formats later on.
But then again, I like to actually mention like how many. I think it's here.
Yeah, it's there. Draft booster is 15.
15. Wow,
Yeah.
that is. So I'm gonna be opening the Innistrad, if I'm correct. Crimson
was
Vow.
last year. It's an old set, somewhat old, but still legal in standard format.
So basically, I'll open it as I see a pair here, kind of.
So they kind of have that one. It's kind of, see, just clear the middle.
They're here.
But the printing though is going reverse, because maybe if the supplier print is in Japanese, so you can see here it's in the back. Supposedly it's a likod na.
Okay.
It's in the front now. So we're going to start in the back with the commons.
Okay.
The commons.
Right.
They just flip out one card at a time.
Okay, so it's actually been quite a while since I've seen, like, if I recall back in the day, if like example the back again no Magic the Gathering, I recall that, is it just me or was it a little darker back in the day, or was it the thin?
Same, but maybe because of the printer.
Printer lang is
Printer.
Okay.
There's some slight story about this to blue, but I forgot the detail. Something. It's just way back.
I see.
That's why they chose that.
Okay. So 15 cards, right? This is 15 cards. Okay. So first card.
Is the common.
Okay. So
Flame Blessed Ball.
Flame Blessed Ball.
Instance for 1 red. It's common. You know it's common because of it's black. Right? Unlike before I'm shown, we have Mythic for orange, rare is gold, silver for uncommons.
I see. Flame Blessed Bolt deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead.
Yeah, that way it goes to it. It will have a replacement effect that it will, if we go into graveyard, it would be exiled instead. So it's very good for creatures that has some reanimations.
And I also noticed, like, in some, if not most of the cards, you guys also have like quotes on most of the cards, right? It's like there's a lore behind it.
The flavor text tawag naman. Called the flavor text. I was not able to explain it further. You can also check here the number, the set, the C is the common, and the artist below. And blah blah blah.
So essentially in Magic they have basically you can submit your artworks.
Before nowadays they have some various contractuals on digital artists. Even some Pinoy artists has already some arts here.
That's cool. I mean, like I don't really know nowadays if they do that for Yugioh. I think because they have a group of artists that as Konami who do that stuff. So like sometimes it ends up being weird because of the Okay, so next common. Common still common, right?
We have basically 12 commons there. 12 or 11. Oh, that's 9. That's 9 or 10 commons. 3 uncommons, 1 rare or mythic, and 1 chance of a foil, and a basic landing token.
Okay. Next
is your common.
Wretched Throng.
So a zombie type. Zombie horror. That's a creature type.
When Wretched Throng dies, you may search your library for a card named Wretched Throng, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. So it's kind of like a add to hand, add one more
with the same name. With searchability. But at least for the card rulings, you would only have up to 4 copies of this. But in draft, you can have as many as you want. Since you're drafting the card.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, we only have like maximum of 3 copies per. Because if you go by the ban list, it's like you can only have 1 which is limited, 2 is semi-limited, and Unli is 3 technically. So, and of course, okay.
Same na. It's basically the art.
And of course,
zombies.
Your main deck is basically called the library, technically.
Yeah. Search library for the.
put it here. Third,
It's the common.
Gluttonous Guest.
Yes, it's the vampire. That frame is very specific for the Crimson Bow. You have several commons also that has this the same, like a vampiric-ish na frame.
I see.
Just for the style.
And this one involves tokens too, as I
Yeah,
see.
you have the blood token. Currently we don't have a blood token here, but we produce a blood token, and then a blood token has this ability that you may pay one, discard a card from your hand, sacrifice the blood token, and then you will draw a card.
I see.
So that is this ability. Whenever you sacrifice a blood token, you gain 1 life.
It's a succubus.
Yes, some semi it's a vampire.
Yeah.
So there's a few of the commons. See,
Okay, next. Oh, this
it's
is
Sigarda's.
Sigarda's Imprisonment.
It's an aura.
Okay,
The subtype of aura. Aura is for creatures. Enchantments, basic enchantments, are just basic global effects. Enchant creature can't attack or block, and it has its ability to be exiled and then creating a blood token. So basically, you can have option to exile a creature but to create a blood token instead.
Nice. What?
Sigarda is one of the lore
Let's see.
character.
So more or less like this expansion, this set is basically mostly on the vampire side of things.
Yeah, because Crimson Bow Innistrad is like
Alucard.
more like Castlevania and
Ah,
stuff.
shit. Yeah.
Transylvania-ish na theme. Vampires. The Crimson Bow is like,
Dracula,
Yeah.
Alucard.
yeah, they basically have in the collectors the mga Alucard, mga Count Dracula nga version. But those are just like frames of that specific in-game cards na.
I see.
For the list.
Next.
So this is a good hit for a common.
Okay.
It is currently around 80 to 100 pesos yung isa
Wow.
for a common. But it has this very good effect. Excellent up to card library, and then until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. So basically, you're playing those for the extra card draws. So they go to the Excel zone, no? Pero until the end of your next turn, because you can basically play them out. So these are acting as your extra hand.
Okay. So essentially, like I'm trying to translate it in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, it's like banish the top two from your main deck until the end of your next turn. You
You
may
may become a custom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they need those extra hands. So since you are doing it, but then ang build, this deck build usually goes with cheap creatures and the lands. So you may play, which includes also playing a land. So you can, those exile cards, including lands, can also be played from that zone.
Gotcha.
Okay. That card is a very good card. So next,
So let me put this here. It's a little
Yeah.
pricey.
pricey card for a common.
Oh, we have Blade, Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, this is where we come from. Vampire Slayer, so basic term. Yes, a human soldier, you can.
Whenever Vampire Slayer deals damage to a vampire, destroy the
creature.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of weird though, because basically if you only have 2 power, 2 toughness, you can just basically kill off anything, but you can also die.
So it's kind of like one of those cards. Like even if you do take damage, in a sense, you still kill that monster technically.
For that kind of monster, if there any scenario that you can be able to jump block a huge vampire, then that it's basically destroyed. But that is basically very rare scenario.
I see.
It's very like that. But the flavors, they can have the flavor of slaying vampires.
I see.
We call that one our flavor in version.
Okay, next, Persistent Specimen, a skeleton.
This one is like also has a reanimation effect. You can check this one. Return it from your graveyard to the battlefield top.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have this card again, as mentioned, this can basically kill this one and exile it. 2 damage since only one toughness. This will basically kill this one and exile this instead. So this would not be able to return using this ability.
I see.
Wala. Some skeleton effects. So basically skeletons are just pesky creatures that can be returned back to the battlefield.
Again, I think you have mentioned this before, but remind me please. What does the skull logo mean?
Black mana.
Black mana. Okay, gotcha.
You need only 1 black mana to cast this. And this one is 2 generic and 1 black to activate. That means that generic is not only colorless mana, but also you can use other mana, such as this one. Some red and any non-black.
Nice.
Or even other black mana.
Gotcha. And next, Daybreak Combatants.
You're a human warrior.
When Daybreak combatants enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2.
You can basically target itself. It becomes 4/2 in haste, which means it can basically attack the turn it comes to play. So that's basically it. You can also pump up your other creatures depending on the situation, but you can just have this one as a 2/2 haste.
So essentially, like, haste is kind of like, though it's an upgrade, parang though quick play man siya, do instant siya in a way, or
And even maka-attack mo sa din. Like before you have summoning sickness, then kung haste siya, it doesn't have summoning sickness and basically can attack during your combat.
I see.
The turn it comes to play.
Oh.
Totally basic. We have some flip cards. Inside all the cards. I think Mulch is a sorcery. That's the other card.
That's a back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
Okay, it's Mulch. Sorcery. Reveal the top 4 cards in your library, put all land cards revealed this way into your hand, and the rest into graveyard.
Same sort of a ramp to miss out, and also kind of filling up your graveyard. So these are other cards that has effects in making up graveyards.
Okay.
So, graveyard shenanigans plus also getting you the lands that you need.
I see.
It's a very good card from before.
Mulch.
Some time It was do represented card. And
Okay,
we have
so
the
here's
first,
the-
the other side. It is the back.
Lantern's Lift.
You have the requirement first. Naman magani mo is this the front side. The casting cost and the ability to disturb. This is basically a 1/1 flyer, but within disturb cost, you may cast it from your graveyard using the disturb cost ability. Then if you disturb it, may mo na siya nga enchantment aura sa maning effect. You can enchant a creature you control. The enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and flying. Then the only drawback is that if it would leave the battlefield, it would be put into graveyard
From anywhere.
From anywhere.
Exile it instead.
Yeah.
So more or less like I'm assuming like in every pack such as this, there is like a guaranteed one double. I guess you can.
There are several
Okay. So, but the proper term for this is a double
faced cards. So that's why we have this option. You have these tokens. Let's use this to represent these cards. So if ever may sleeves kang transparent or anyway in the magic in your liquid, so you would need these cards to represent this card. You can just write up the name here sa puti yung lantern and then the lantern sleeve on this. But usually we would use this once a deck, and then if we will be able to cast this, just get the card from your deck box to play out the card. So much.
But they still go in your main library.
And the main deck is usually this, but you just use this one to represent the card because of the double faced.
I see. And basically these are like recent or like even from back in the day.
But the Innistrad is the first to introduce the double faced cards. Since this is an Innistrad, but this is just the sort of the expansion of the storyline.
Next up,
We have already on the uncommons. Into the night, this is the uncommon.
Uncommon, so
Right. Yes, it's ability that if it becomes
night, it becomes night. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards +1.
There are also indicator because Innistrad's main theme and mechanic also is day and night. So these are short lang. If it's day, if it turns into night, kung if an opponent or a player does not cast a spell during his or her turn.
I see.
If night becomes day, if a player casts 2 or more spells during his or her turn. So basically they would have some setup ang disobey. There are cards nga they would come to play as a night or day, or this may effect siya nga when it comes to play, it would have the night becomes day or day becomes night. So may interaction. That's a hard joke, but not really. Okay, so we basically have another double face. This is so another day and night card. Okay, so restriction, cleaving is another mechanic.
I see.
Same naman naman. If you play with this one, you would have this full. You would have the specific cards wolf or werewolf flank that would be returned to its owner's hand. But if you would go with cleave by paying 4 instead of this, you would just remove this garden bracket. That's basically helping you to target any creature to be bounced back to its hand.
Here's a curious question. By chance, you wouldn't have any wolf or werewolf kind of themed?
Yeah, there are turtle mga werewolves. May cards mo na that has other werewolves yung kung sa mga gusto naman. Meron na.
Well, just to flex on that wolf.
Yeah,
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Okay,
Okay, so it's basically not just like one guaranteed like these kinds of packs. There's actually one or two.
There's a run, but this is the front side niya.
Okay.
The one without mana cost. Naman siya. Square.
Discard.
Yes, ability lang ganun. Sige. By your Yugioh.
Discard a card. Bloodsworn Scar gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. If then there are 4 more creature cards you give your answer. So essentially like
The transform effect would have this ability. It's activation.
So essentially like I would think that in Yu-Gi-Oh terms they would call this like a additional effect essentially, or an ignition effect.
And then that's yeah. The first one is the activation and then the condition. If the condition goes, flip siya, you would have to transform it. Unlike before we have cards day and night, you would need to activate this one and satisfy the condition to be able to transform. So if it transforms, it has now this ability.
Okay.
That's where blood swarm. This one is blood swarm squire, then it comes
Right.
night. Yeah.
In other words, you gotta jump up.
Yeah. Jump up. So it has also the same ability and effects. So I think this is our rare already.
It's gonna be the rare.
Oh, it's a land. Oh, nice hit.
Dreamroot Cascade.
So this is a basic and basic land the same. Only has this condition, but you'll be able to add blue or green mana. It's a good hit. The pressure man.
It looks a little foil-ish
No,
under the.
that's the indicator na rare siya. Tama before that we have similar cards there that are rares.
Yes. Dreamroot Cascade enters battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. And okay.
So it's a slow land.
This is also pricey.
I think may still I think 200 or 200 pesos na. It's good hit. And our last is I think our token. That's a land. This is our token.
That's the token. Okay.
So basically we have the reminder card, token for the spirit. Only token na ton. For spirit, really. For spirit effect, may specific card that produces this kind of token. And this is our full art kind of sketch version of the mountain. Kasi doon the frame is only red, but the art is still black and white.
That pretty much basically the mountain basically doesn't matter what artwork is, it's still the same, right? It's still the same land or
this is the same land, but this is the basic land.
Basic land.
Yeah, mountains.
Okay.
So what do you think of the gameplay? Pretty much basic.
Actually, I like the fact that you have also like I also like the fact that you guys have like specific tokens as well. But of course, essentially, like in most terms, you can also use it for. You can use any token as long as it's still a token in your, like in any deck whatsoever.
No, it's just used to represent. Basically, as a spell.
Okay.
As I said, you can also use blank or extra cards to represent a token.
And basically, like you said, you are allowed 4 copies per card.
Up to 4 copies, yeah.
You also have like certain ban lists.
Yeah. For certain, I think for standard now we have several.
Okay.
But mostly mo itong the reserve list and sa older formats also has their set of the ban list. Ban list of cards for balance out the group.
I think more or less like I like the fact that there's a lot of cards in this type of pack, and basically like but on a normal like booster pack, how many cards do you get?
Which is basically the normal kind.
That is the normal. Okay.
Set booster has less. I think they only have 12 or 10. Collector has collector. There's more lang, but they also produce that kind of list. May components na sila that they release a component kung what's the inside of the collector pack.
Because in basically like in our stuff, like so usually it's like 5 to 9 cards. And on rare occasions, like examples,
Special
special packs like the gold tins, You get 3 booster packs, and of course the pin comes with it.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a carrying case.
We have the bundle. Material bundle.
So essentially, how much does a booster pack of this caliber cost?
That's what Mom thinks is for 200 already. But I think Manila price is around 250 for the retail.
I see.
But you can still buy the box set up for 6,000. So
essentially, just for this pack alone, I already made my money back.
Yeah, basically it's right. This I think 300 pesos, and this one is 100. So you're basically double money.
Alright. So anyway, that was really interesting. I find it very interesting, especially the double-sided cards.
Yeah, that's specific for this card. But they also have other kinds of cards, kind of depending on the mechanics of the other sets.
Well, anyway, guys, that was our booster pack opening, and somewhat we did a little rate the card kind of thing, and it depends on its how you use it. And basically, I guess in our next segment, that's when we're gonna get to the real heart of the matter.